Hey gang, welcome back to my studio. Diana here. I did some mink foiling the last video. I'll link it down below. And let's take one of those big acorns I foiled and make it into a place card setting. I never can remember what that's called. Place card. Let me know. See you on the other side. I don't know how well this translates, but it is just beautiful. It's very smooth. I'm going to try to catch some light. And I use the rose gold from Thermoweb. Let's try this way. You can see the gold seems to be showing up, but the rosy part of it is not. And that is one of my favorite colors because it's a warm gold and not as bright. But anyway, it's beautiful. So I've got out some markers. These happen to be the Zig Clean color. And I have got also an X-Acto knife because what I'm going to do, and I'll need a pencil, I'm going to split this. I'm just going to make a mark. I think this is about 2.5 inches high. So I'll make a mark. I'm going to color this in, and then I'm going to trim from the mark up and around so that when you fold it, that sticks up. But you'll see what I'm talking about when I do it. Okay, I've got my acorn colored in. I might just add a little more dark around the edges. These pens are kind of nice, just like the Distress and the Tombos. They blend nicely. You can even add a little bit of water to them. But I just chose some colors that I wanted to use. There's nothing magical about it, and of course you can have some fun with that as well. It doesn't have to be acorn colors. It can be any color you want. So the next thing I did was split this distance in half and used my T-square ruler. I just put a mark there. I think it was hard math, but I did it, and then I just put a mark at that center point and just drew a very faint line across. And the next thing I'm going to do is come around, starting at that mark. The mark is right there. I'm going to start there at that mark, and I'm just going to take this right to the, leaving just a tiny bit of margin, because you don't want to necessarily go over that mink area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And one thing I did want to mention, that if you are using the dye-based markers, Tombows, Clean Color, or Distress, the foiling will act as a resist. But if you are using an alcohol-based marker, the alcohol-based markers will stain the foiling. Okay, I'm just going to cut out now and we'll finish this little project up. Okay, let's finish this up. Now, first of all, we have a little issue on the back that we have to resolve. So I'm going to, I just folded that using a bone folder, by the way. And you can see it sticks up. It's kind of cute the way it sticks up. But we do have this issue along the back. So what I'm going to do to hide that is take There's probably an easier way to do this, and I'm sure there's 15 ways to do it. If you've got one, let us know, but down below. I'm just going to take a piece of, I think this is Scotch. This is definitely Scotch washi tape that I picked up at Target, actually. I love this tape. It doesn't feel like washi. It has a definite different feel to it. So you can see that's cute, hey? So I'm going to make this one for Teddy, my cat, because he needs to know where to go to eat anyway. So I've got some Forest Moss Distress ink. I've got a mini ink blender here, and you know what? Actually, I'm going to cut a bunch of this off. You'll love it. I just got a big fingerprint right there, but that's okay because I usually do this on a craft mat. I come off the mat, circling around. It just adds a little dimension. And I see some here that I can trim off. Okay. Just a little dimension and a little color. It's nice. And you could even go right over that foiled area because the Distress inks also will not stain the foil. They're shiny and slick and they won't stick. It's just like anything else. That's not the neatest blending job I've ever done, but that's okay. I don't think Teddy's going to mind. You'll take your time. You'll do it neater. And now I'm just going to grab any kind of a glue pen. Here, old Martha Stewart glue pen. And I'm going to write Teddy. You see? That's it. And I'm going to let that dry to tacky. Now the real reason I'm making a name tag for Teddy and not for anybody else in my family is because I have a big family coming for Thanksgiving and they are not fond of being told where to sit. Yeah. We've tried it before and they don't like it. They change the name tags around. They ignore the name place cards, whatever. So there you go. Teddy's name. Teddy has a spot he always sits in. The same spot every time. That was not the best pen. It was probably not the freshest pen. I could probably go again with this and make that a little bit neater. It usually comes out blue. And but you get the idea. Usually this was one of those pens that you press and I can see the blue glue coming out here. So this pen is ancient too. So anyway, there's the place card for the one critter that's coming to Thanksgiving dinner that pays attention to such things. So happy Thanksgiving. I probably will be back before that, but enjoy. See you soon. Bye. Oh, don't forget, thumbs up, because that's really helpful to my channel. It's hugely helpful. It's helpful to me, and I hope that you can support me by giving me just clicking thumbs up below and subscribing if you like what you see. Bye now.